Our mission is to stop domestic abuse. In order to achieve this, it is important we address victim and survivor safety in an effective way. One way in which we can do this is to explore what domestic abuse looks like for you, and we refer to this as typologies. Today, we're going to talk to you about these typologies.
Intimate terrorism can also be referred to as intimate partner violence. This involves one partner in a relationship consciously using coercive control and power over the other partner, including using threats, intimidation, and isolation. This partner controls virtually every aspect of the victim's life, and in turn, the victim can be very fearful of their partner. Gender theory argues that although coercive control can be perpetrated by either men or women in heterosexual or same-sex relationships, it is most common in heterosexual relationships where it is typically male perpetrated.
Violent resistance is present when the target of intimate terrorism uses violence in response to the coercive controlling violence from their partner. Within relationships of intimate terrorism and violent resistance, 96% of violent resistors are women. However, they do remain fearful of their partner. Violent resistance is a form of self-defence. However, it is important to note that violent resistance is the use of unreasonable force, whereas self-defence is the use of reasonable force.
Situational couple violence can also be referred to as common couple violence. This typology is not connected to controlling behaviour, but arises in a single argument where one or both partners physically lash out at each other. Situational couple violence is the most common form of intimate partner violence, particularly in the Western world and among young couples, and involves members of both sexes nearly equally. These individuals are likely to display violence outside as well as within the home and do not tend to be in fear of each other.
Mutual violent resistance involves both parties in the relationship using violence and coercive control. These levels of control are often high, and the role of victim and perpetrator can switch between them. This typology is fairly uncommon, but it can happen.
Whether your relationship looks like intimate terrorism, violent resistance, situational couple violence, or mutual violent resistance, abuse is still abuse. If you need help and support, please call us on 0330 016 5112 or visit our website, and together we will stop domestic abuse.